Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another episode of Andrew-Unfiltered. I want to talk about a social experiment that I conducted, but first let me give you praise to my executive producer. They're chilling on the couch. Miss Patch, my disabled dog. Me and her have a lot in common. She is what I rescued to help support my anxiety, mental illness, and depression. That right, Poochie Pooch. She's my confidant, my best friend. But anyways, let's talk about a social experiment that I conducted. Unbeknownst to a lot of people, I've got severe anxiety. It used to be called ADD in the past, but it's
Good
now
choice.
more or less ADHD, but minus the hyperactivity. So ADHD actually causes a lot of sporadic nerves to fire in your brain, forgetfulness, memory loss, etc., etc. So I did a social experiment, and if you know me, I enjoy playing video games. I recently purchased Elden Rings. It was supposed to be a game that the developers identified as a passable game. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to play it. This game I don't recommend to anybody who has anxiety. There were times during this game where I would get cotton mouth. I would pick up my controller and I would forget what buttons did what. There were times where I would look down and try to see what I was doing. So I decided I want to play about 3 hours of it. And I do have some videos posted up over here of me playing this. I do want to give this game away. So if you drop some comments in the comment section, let me know. Hey, I'm interested, and I'll pick a random person and send this game to you. Maybe you'll find it enjoyable or joyful. But I did a social experiment. I enjoy the visual context of the game because it's awesome. The many classes you can play. It reminds me of Dark Souls. Dark Souls is one of those games that was not to be beaten by the average person. So if you spend hours and hours, or you do it as a full time hobby, or do it as a career playing video games, you probably can play it very well. But I played about 3 hours of it. I sucked. I played as an astrologer. I had a sword and I had like some kind of wand or something like that. And every time I came up to a boss, given that this is a video game, I came up to a boss, I would get nervous, my anxiety would kick in, I would forget what I was doing, and I would possibly just randomly start pressing buttons. I wanted to see by playing this game what it would do to my mental stability. Again, it caused my heart to race. It caused me to get cotton mouth. It caused me to forget what I was doing. And these are all symptoms of mental health. I remember when, as a young corporal, lance corporal, we had I think a PlayStation or Super PlayStation, whatever was above the PlayStation. I can't remember very much. But I used to play that all the time. Final Fantasy was my game, and I had no issues doing it. You know, going through my career, I picked up a lot of issues mentally, socially, and physically, and my ability to concentrate diminished. I I now can only really play simple games that I remember from my past, like Mario, Zelda, Zelda still gives me anxiety. But those are the games I remember, and those are the games I can play and love because you really only really need to mash the B and A button. And those are the games I enjoy playing to this day. I have no issues playing them, but when I try to pick up something new, like Elden Ring, my anxiety goes to a new level. So those veterans out there, or regular people, never served in the military, not hating, not saying anything. If you've got severe anxiety, I wouldn't suggest playing games that require a lot of mental attention because they can just make your anxiety flare. And when I say flare, I attempted numerous times throughout the game, the 100 times that I died. I almost threw my controller at the wall and broke it, but I caught myself. I was like, I just spent a lot of money on this controller because PS4 controllers are like hard to find due to all the scalping of the PS5s, and everybody with a PS4 is buying everything up because of the scarcity. So the social experiment that I tried on myself worked and failed at the same time. A lot of techniques they taught me when I was going for my PhD. When I do my PhD, it took a lot out of me due to anxiety and the ADHD. So I tried to apply a lot of techniques. Or a lot of techniques I acquired in the military, like flanking, sneaking, hitting one player at a time. And when you did that, some dude in the background would blare this horn, and like 30 different NPCs would come charging after you who have superpowers of 500. I mean, why in the world would you put a game out like this and expect an average Joe or somebody with mental health to come out and play this game? It was difficult. I admire it. I love what Bandicoot did to the game. I enjoy the concept. I enjoy the players leaving hints, leaving comments in the game, but it wasn't for me. So again, if you drop a comment below, I will send the game to you if I choose you at random. I just don't want the game anymore. I don't need the anxiety in my life. I just find it difficult to concentrate and play. I was fighting this one character called Murgot, the something other word. This dude was like this big, and you're like this big, and you're here to fight him. He has like 1,000 hit points, and you got like 2. It just caused too much anxiety in my life, and I just don't want it anymore. But anyways, social experiment I wanted to try on myself. Am I the gamer that I used to be? And I'm not. I seriously am not. I'm going to stick to my Mario. I'm going to stick to my PlayStation, not my PlayStation, but my Nintendo Switch. And I'm just going to possibly try some more social experiments in the future. So again, if you want my copy of Elden Rings, drop me a comment in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel. There's a lot that I talk about, not just about my journey through mental health, but games, military experience, my now corporation. I work for a predominant aerospace company. Talk about a little bit what we do there, not to an extent, but the mental health programs that they do have. So with that being said, I bid you adieu and look forward to hearing from you. Please subscribe to my channel. It benefits not only me as to provide you more content, but to provide you content that is relevant to my journey through mental health. And again, thank you very much for listening, and I will see you next episode.